writing regularly about this futuristic scheme, trying to figure out what, exactly, this company, a well-capitalized marriage of Silicon Valley techies and New York real estate insiders, was selling. We never did find out. Scarcely a year after the release of those exotic renderings, Sidewalk abruptly announced it was canceling its Toronto plans, ostensibly due to the onset of the global COVID-19 pandemic. But also, it seemed clear, because of the relentless criticism that had dogged Sidewalk and its smart city master plan since virtually the moment it launched in October 2017. For many critics, Sidewalk's corporate ties to Google simply could not be explained away. These futuristic imaginings and the company's vision of an extensively wired community surfaced about a decade or so into the birth of the global smart city movement, a confection of savvy marketing, software applications, and a dizzying range of electronic devices all meant to somehow optimize cities, thereby solving or at least ameliorating problems from congestion to emissions to street violence. As the name implies, smart cities are somehow more evolved than traditional cities, although the precise definition is fuzzy and extensively debated among academics. The term itself first surfaced in the late 2000s and is tied closely to other urbanism trends, including the growing prevalence within cities of information and communication technologies, as well as discussion about concepts like creative cities, intelligent cities, and economic clusters. Sidewalk Labs' ostensible vision of the smart city can also be understood as a point of intersection between two long-running themes in the evolution of metropolitan regions, the projection of utopian futures as a means of solving the social ills of the present, and the promises of engineered urban technologies that can be scaled, customized, and then pressed into service as a way of fostering commerce, innovation, and even social or political reform. As University of London geographer David Pinder observes, utopia is frequently seen as an imaginative projection of a new place or state. Pinder, 2005, 15. From the earliest periods of urban development, monarchs, philosophers, and eventually planners and architects have sought to design and build cities that aspire to some kind of idealistic vision. As Pinder, a scholar of the utopian urban tradition, explains, these have ranged from spiritual beliefs that inform the physical layout of ancient cities to the conjuring of political utopias as a means of addressing deep questions ranging from the nature of justice to the problems of poverty or social decay. Urban-focused technology has equally deep roots as engineers, governments, inventors, and eventually profit-minded entrepreneurs devise solutions to the kinds of problems that have always arisen whenever humans decide to create settlements. How to move around, how to ensure access to clean water, how to dispose of waste, how to create durable structures suited for the density of urban spaces, and how to communicate efficiently. While the history and evolution of urban space has been wrought from commerce, war, social upheaval, and the complicated diffusion of ideas, the story of city building, in many ways, is also about the collision between utopian dreams and engineered solutions. Both have sought to improve or perfect the urban condition. There have been many examples, particularly since the dawn of the industrial era, when these two impulses converged or aligned, yet others where they came into direct conflict. Time is also a factor as the utopian solutions to one era's failings become the political or technological conundrums of the next, or vice versa. The rise and fall of Sidewalk's Toronto venture has spawned dozens of academic studies, grassroots political movements, and policy reforms, as well as an international reconsideration of the promise of smart city technology in the light of deep concerns about privacy, data security, and the unchecked financialization of urban space. But the company's very deliberate elision of utopianism and technology presents an opportunity to focus on the way in which cities have provided a stage upon which these competing